Tonight, Russia drops a hardline demand that could crush hopes of a peace deal. Moscow now says Ukraine must fully pull out of the Donbas region, or the war continues. And the U.S. reacts as President Trump comments on weekend peace talks in Europe this weekend. Good evening, folks. We've got a major shakeup in the Russia-Ukraine war, and honestly, this one's a bit of a gut punch for anyone hoping for fast peace. The Kremlin just laid down what many experts are calling its toughest territorial demand yet, and let's just say the message wasn't sugarcoated. A top foreign policy aide to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Yuri Ushakov, made a bold and blunt announcement on Friday. He said Russia will only agree to a ceasefire if Ukraine completely withdraws from the Donbas region. No halfway deals, no shared control, no wiggle room. Meanwhile, over in Washington, President Donald Trump addressed the situation. He confirmed that the United States will send the representative to the upcoming Ukraine peace discussions in Europe this weekend. But he added a little Trump-style reality check, saying, "We'll attend the meeting Saturday in Europe if we think there's a good chance. We don't want to waste a lot of time if it's negative. So basically, we'll show up, but don't expect us to hang around if the vibes are bad." This signals that the U.S. is willing to engage, but isn't thrilled about the direction the talks are heading, especially with Russia dropping such a big territorial demand at the last minute. Ushakov put it in very clear terms, saying, "If not by negotiation, then by military means, this territory will come under the full control of the Russian Federation." Yep, pretty much a take-it-or-leave-it ultimatum. The statement was published by the Russian newspaper Kommersant, and it immediately raised eyebrows around the world. So why is Donbas such a big deal? Donbas, which includes the regions of Donetsk and Luhansk, is a key industrial and strategic area in eastern Ukraine. Russia claims it has historical and cultural ties to the region. Ukraine says the territory is sovereign and non-negotiable. And for years, this exact territorial issue has been the main roadblock in peace talks. Ushakov even suggested that under a peace plan, Russia's National Guard could be deployed in the region, while regular army forces might stay out of certain areas still controlled by Ukraine. In other words, Moscow wants boots on the ground, but on its terms. Peace talks get harder. Russia's demand makes negotiations much more complicated. Ukraine has repeatedly said it will not surrender territory. The message from Moscow is aggressive. Saying Donbas will be taken by negotiation or by military means is a pretty blunt threat. The U.S. is present but cautious. Washington's participation is conditional, which shows growing frustration with the stalemate. The war doesn't look close to ending. In fact, the tone this week suggests both sides are digging in. For now, all eyes are on this weekend's meeting in Europe, where diplomats will test whether there is any real path forward, or whether the conflict is entering yet another tough chapter. We'll keep tracking every update as it happens. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, thanks for watching.